Well, hey friends, it is Amanda with Mettle Modern Design coming to you live tonight on behalf of Essential Stencil. I just have a wood round that is white. It's just a white wood round. I see it's been dinged up a little. I'm not really sure what the surface coating is. I got this from Deco Exchange some time ago. I'm just gonna grab my sander. It almost feels like a vinyl. You know, I'm always hesitant to do something that I haven't tried before while I'm live, but this is how it works in real life, so it's kind of a slice of real life, so we're just gonna go for it. I think, let's see which one I wanna do. There's Autumn Market Open Daily with this beautiful pink truck, and then we've got the blue one, which almost has a coastal quality to it in my mind. Doesn't it look just a little coastal? I think let's use the pink one for now. We'll get it positioned up, we'll burnish it down. And I have not found my box with Essential Stencils. This is one of them. The new burnishing tools. It's like that one anyway. So we're gonna peel it up. Now, if you want to peel it back and just work in sections, that's fine. I'm gonna pull it off and I'm going to frame it up here. Once you place it down, it's done. So keep that in mind. I'm just gonna smooth it with my hand. And so if you need a quick gift, if you need something, say you're at a craft fair and you don't have enough merchandise. I think if you had a little stash of prepped frames, prepped wood surfaces, and a little stash of transfers, you could whip out extra merchandise super fast that would be ready to sell pretty much instantly. I think that's a great use for this. A lot of folks ask me what's the proper level of merchandise to take to a craft fair, and that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Because sometimes you show up and you've got a little bit of merchandise and you go home with the same amount of merchandise, and sometimes you come with a lot and you sell out of a lot. It just, you know, it all boils down to how well did the host market the event. Is it something that is existing, that's been around for a while, that draws its own crowd? How did you do with advertising that you would be there? You know, how's the weather? It's just, there's so many things. And so sometimes it's hard to judge the inventory. And I feel like having some of these there, where you could, in 5 minutes, pull out some new original art. Just kind of going over it big right now, and then we'll come back and make sure I've got it all down. If you pull it back and you feel any resistance, lay it back down and keep on burnishing. Essential Stencil's got some great burnishing tools. Their brushes have also been restocked. I recommend those very highly. And if you had some rounds, say like what you get from Hobby Lobby, you can use Minwax water-based tintable stain in pure white to get this same finish that I'm working on tonight. Let's see. There's one little speck right there, okay. And if anything lifts off the backer sheet with you, just lay it back down and keep on rubbing. Let's see. Make sure I'm not missing any little pieces, parts. It's all clear. And look how sweet that is, just instantly. Just instantly. And so what I like to do is I'll take my little sanding sponge and I'll just rub over it. It'll burnish away any of that adhesive line. And it doesn't pull up the transfer. It's how it's ready to go instantly, pretty much. I am going to grab a little wet wipe because I see a little dirtiness to my little board right here. And I can tell it's probably just been scraped in my many moves at this point. So I've wiped that back a little. I think what I'm gonna do, you could leave it bright white just like this. I think I'm gonna add just a little dirt to it. You could do this with a brush, you could do it with paint, you could do it with Rub and Buff. I'm just gonna grab a little stain. Let's see which color. That one would probably be fine. Let me see what else I got. I'm gonna go with a little Legacy Brown. There we go. Now this is gonna be a semi-transparent. This one's called Legacy Brown. It's pretty dark. It's pretty dark, but I'm gonna use a wet wipe with it. I'm gonna fold that wet wipe up. We're just gonna make it a little bit dirty. Now you don't have to make yours a little bit dirty. You can leave yours just like this. We're gonna add a little dirt. Because if you know me, you know I don't like to fight a piece to make it pristine. So if I've got a piece that's already a little dirty, I'm just gonna lean into that and accentuate that. So I'm just gonna come in around the edges here. Now that I'm doing this, I wanna say maybe this surface, because it is not a raw surface, is not going to accept this stain. Let's just see. No, because it wipes right away. You kind of see how it's made it just a little bit dirty. We'll continue to do it. This might be something we would have to do on this particular piece with some paint versus stain, because like I said before, this seems to be just, I'm just gonna go over the whole piece. This seems to be just a little bit like a vinyl coating, and it's not taking the paint or the stain very well. So let's see if we can do something just a little different. Maybe using a little, I'm gonna mix the color. I'm gonna grab a little dark titanium white, just a tiny bit. I don't have a brown nearby, so we're just gonna go with the dark titanium white, and we'll just drag in a little bit of an off-white color. It's just gonna make it look aged without it being dark or brown. You see how we're just adding a little bit of dimension to the piece. We can come back, I'm just kind of dragging my little foam brush through it here, just sporadically. We can come back with same wet wipe and just kind of thin that out a little bit. Kind of drag it through. Now, if this had been a piece of wood that I had stained, we wouldn't have any problem at all doing this. There we go. It's just a little dirty. And it's pretty perfect and very quick. So, okay, we're gonna sit this back behind us. You guys be blessed, take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye now, friends.